Hello, I'm Helen from the Adventure Service, and this is Clara. She's one of my daughters, and today we're going to pick some wild garlic. We're in a secret location somewhere in between Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire, and we're going to pick some wild garlic and we're going to preserve it later on. So Clara's already started. She's got her special tweezers, although you can just use your fingers. Okay, so Clara, we're going to make sure that there's no bird poo or any muck, and hopefully that Brock hasn't weed on any. We're going to pick just one from each plant, and we don't need to take a lot. And we're going to do that now. So we try not to squash all the other garlics. Check if the bird poos, that one's fine. Thank you, Clara. Whilst you're picking, be really careful just to pick the garlic. But sometimes you can find other plants in between the garlic plants, and they can be toxic if eaten. You're doing really well. Thank you very much. Brilliant. I think that'll do us for now, Clara. Thank you very much. Hello again.
Hi.
I'm Helen and this is Thea, and earlier on we collected some wild garlic, and now we're going to show you how to
preserve it.
Absolutely. Thea, would you like to show everybody what we have out ready?
Okay, so this is the garlic that we picked earlier, and this is the board that we're going to chop it up with, and this is the choppy knife thing with handles. These are the pots that we're going to be putting them in the jars, and we're going to put them in the oven to sterilize. They're the lids, and we're going to boil them.
We'll do that now.
To get rid of all the bacteria.
Did you wash the jars, Thea?
Yes, I washed them before.
I'm going to put them in the oven now.
And that's the olive oil that we will be preserving them in.
I'm going to pop the jars in the oven.
Okay, so now we're cleaning the leaves to make sure there's no mud or anything on them. We're on the last one now, because we don't need extra bacteria. So we're going on here, and then we're going to pat them dry just to make sure they're completely dry from being sat in the water. And then we'll put them all on to the chopping board, and then we can begin chopping them up into little bits.
Does it smell good? Oh, I can smell it now. It smells lovely.
Yeah.
What are we going to make with it, Thea?
You can make garlic bread.
Lovely.
Put it in food like spaghetti bolognese and stuff that normally has normal garlic in it. So basically, when it has been preserved, you can use it more or less wherever you normally use garlic.
I think it's not quite as strong as garlic bulbs, is it?
I don't think so, no.
A little bit milder, but very tasty.
It's very good on bread.
I'm feeling a bit hungry now, actually.
Hello.
Brock always likes to be involved with such activities. But back to Thea.
Now we've chopped that all up, we're going to put it into a jug and try and get it all in.
You could do it all with a food processor if you don't have a special chopper-upper.
But we have a special chopper-upper.
Absolutely.
That'll do. So now we're going to put the same amount of olive oil as there is garlic. and then just give it a mix.
Okay, now we need to spoon it into the little jars. They're quite warm though still, so be careful. And take this out your way, look. Okay. These are the jars that we sterilised in the oven earlier.
So they're still quite warm, which is why I'm not holding it.
So what you need to do then, Thea, is to make sure that all the green is pushed down into the jar with your spoon. And that, oh absolutely. These little bits here, look, can you see them? And before you put the lid on that you need to have dried, that we did earlier, you need to make sure there's a little layer of olive oil on top of each jar.
Go.
We're nearly there. So the last thing we're going to do now, Thea's put the garlic in to the jars, is very carefully just add a layer of oil on top. Ooh, it's a little bit tricky. And we've dried the lids. Just going to pop the lids on. The jars are nice and cool. We have to keep them in the fridge, although they will last quite a long time. And we've done them in really little jars. We'll probably use them in a couple of days because we like a lot of garlic in our food. Thank you very much from Thea and Helen.
Bye.